So guys, I'm back, part 2. I got cut off with my video. So I'm back again. And I was just talking about my journey of life and how, I've been through so much in life. And if I was supposed to talk about the amount of things that I've been through in life, oh man, it would be a whole, volumes of things. But I want to say to you all that it's that which I've been through, it's what propelled me to be who I am today. Humble, real, have the faith in God to know that, God has brought me a mighty long way. And because of that, I just give thanks. Thanks. And this morning, as it says, count your blessings, name them one by one, what the Lord has done. And I would say to any one of you out there that whatever you're going through, just remember that God is able, and He's more than able to bring you through whatever life throws at you. You see what I'm saying? Don't give in and don't give up, because God is always there for us. And another time I would take time to really go through some of the things, just for people to understand that maybe what they're going through, they think that they're not going to make it. But I tell you the truth, that you will make it. You must make it. If there is a God, and I know that there's a God, you're going to make it. You will make it. Sometimes you hear the story of some people and you wonder, my. How did they, get through all of that and be where they are today? Well, you see, the same God yesterday is the same God today. And nothing is impossible with God. All things are possible with Him. You see what I'm saying? All things are possible with God. This morning I left early, 5 o'clock, from Auburndale, Florida. And now I'm in Miami. And I give thanks. Yeah, there's some crazy people driving down here in Miami, like crazy. Yeah, so I give thanks, as I said, because life could have been worse. Life could have been worse. But thank God, so far I can say, if it was not for the grace of God, where would I be today? And His grace and His mercy is sufficient to keep me. And He can do the same for you too. He can keep you. And He will keep you. No matter what the problem, no matter how hard it looks, God can keep you. Because my story is His story. And I put it this way. My story is His story, God's story. He's in my story, and how much He basically helped me to navigate through life to where I am today. You see, and if it was not for Him, I don't know what my life would have turned out to be. But I'm grateful. I'm so grateful for what God has done in my life. When I look at my family, immediate family, I can say God is gracious. So what I wanted to say to you guys is that no matter what life turned out to be, just remember that God is faithful and He will never let you down. You know, sometimes we find ourselves into some sticky situation. And a lot of things that you do, you don't want to do it. You don't feel like doing it. It's not something that you wanted to get yourself involved in, but you got yourself involved in it. And why God allow us to get ourselves involved in these things is because He wants to teach us something, and He wants us to know that regardless of what happened, you may not be faithful, but God is faithful. You see what I'm saying? He is faithful. And in due season, if you faint not, you're going to buck your toe, you're going to hit your toe, you're going to knock your head, you're going to fall down, a lot of things going to happen to you. But remember, God is still there to see you through. You see what I'm saying? If you think about the story of the prodigal son, he basically left his father's home. And he went and he squandered all the money and all the things that the father gave him, because he said, I want my belonging, I want what is belong to me so I can go about my business. And not knowing what he was going to face. But when he faced hard life and things happened to him and he could not take it no more, he says, you know what, man, it's too rough out here. I think even the servant at my house is doing better than me. And what he did, the Bible said that he picked up himself, brushed off himself, and he decided to walk back home. And guess what? The father was there waiting, just waiting for him. And God is waiting for us to come home. Yeah, He said that He wished none of us to perish. And He wants us to just pack up everything and come home to Him. Yeah, He's faithful. He's faithful. And I thank God this morning for His faithfulness. So thank you again for coming. And I just want you to know that don't care what life brings to you, just remember there is a way out. Always a way out. You might find yourself into a sticky situation where you find yourself doing things that you don't want to do. It is Paul who says, the things I don't want to do, I find myself doing it. Oh, wretched man I am. And he actually telling whoever he's talking to that, I am a wretch. And a wretch, it's not a good thing. You know, when you're a wretch, you really, it's something downgrade. It's something not, as they would say, to write home about, you know. And he was killing people. He was doing a whole lot of things. And not because he was happy doing it, but he said he was doing it because he think that was the right thing to do. And so, you know, God had to meet him on the road and you know, blind him and do all type of things. And sometimes it's in our difficult time, in our tough time, when things break down, that's when we say, Lord, it's enough. It's enough. It is enough. I can't go no further. You know. So thank you again for coming, and I appreciate it, and I hope that there is something that you get from this video, from this, you know, channel that will motivate you to keep going, keep going, keep going. I appreciate everything. You know, the traffic down here is coming to Miami, and you know, Miami is it's like New York now. It's become so populated and full of people and vehicle and everything, man. But we give thanks still, because you know that is what it is. What it is what it is. So guys, be blessed, and you know, remember now that all things are possible. Keep believing, keep hoping, and keep having faith and trust in the Almighty. All right, thanks again for coming. You know what to do, right? Subscribe. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Comment and let me know what you think about my story, his story.